Here are my flashcards, and for my audience, I have my husband and two of my friends.
Hello.
What were your New Year's resolutions? Perhaps they were to exercise every day or even get straight A's in all your classes. One very common goal is to learn a new language, which is why today I will convince you that American Sign Language should be your language of choice. If you're planning on interacting with people in your career, more than likely you will come across a deaf person. Also, just as English is the national language of the US, American Sign Language is also the designated national sign language. Therefore, all of us should have some common knowledge about this language. I learned ASL back in 2017 and have been part of the deaf community since then. I have also worked as a part-time interpreter since 2024, which makes me decently qualified to talk about this topic. Today, I will tell you 3 reasons why you should learn American Sign Language. First, being that ASL is a beautiful language. Second, it opens up your future for many careers. And third, is a useful and practical language. So, first things first. You should learn American Sign Language because it's a beautiful language. First, what is ASL though? According to the National Association of the Deaf, ASL is a visual language, meaning that with signing, the brain processes linguistic information. With the shape, movement, of your hands, along with facial expressions and body movement, you can understand what is being said. The thing that I love the most about sign language is that it helps you feel. Oftentimes, we might find ourselves reading some kind of book or article and struggle to understand what the author is trying to portray emotionally and the feelings. But with ASL, that is impossible. You can see right away with your own 2 eyes what is being portrayed as far as emotions go and what feelings are being portrayed. And to demonstrate this, I would like to show you one of my favorite scriptures from the Bible. I will read you the scripture in English. I will be using the New World Translation of the Holy Scriptures, and I will show you after the ASL interpretation of it. For that, I'll read you, it's Revelation chapter 21, verse 4. It mentions, "And he will wipe out every tear from their eyes, and death will be no more. Neither will mourning nor outcrying nor pain be any more. The former things have passed away." Now I invite you to look at the screen along with me and look at the ASL interpretation. For the benefit of my audience, I have decreased the speed of the signing to 0.6, so please follow along. So there you see the part says, "And every tear from their eyes will be wiped." And death, pain, suffering, outcry will be no more. The former things have passed away. So in English, what you read as pain, deaf see as a heart that is being squished and ripped apart in half. What you read as tears, deaf see as each individual teardrop coming down for your face. Just imagine being able to communicate without using words, being able to take orders from the deaf and be able to assist them medically, being able to communicate with them in general without saying anything, worrying about your pronunciation or maybe even your voice squeaking, your volume. It really is a beautiful language. The second thing or reason why you should learn ASL is because of the career opportunities it opens up to. Because ASL is strongly connected to, with communication, the most popular career tends to be to become an ASL interpreter. And this can be done in different settings. My husband and I personally are in the education department. In the book Sign Language Research, Uses, and Practices by Miriam Veer talks about that ASL interpreters become like language models for students as they often go from school to home in the evening to a home with people that don't speak their language, don't sign. So we become language models to them. Other careers that are closely related to ASL are teachers and teachers aid, as they often use it for students with speech disabilities. Other careers involve audiologists, speech therapists, and speech language pathologists. And if you feel bad about learning ASL because of the job security or the good pay, please don't. In the ASL book, Learning ASL in High School Motivation, Strategies, and Achievement, it mentions that that is one of the top reasons why students decide to learn ASL. And at the end of the day, you're able to communicate with the deaf, which is what matters. The last reason why you should learn ASL is because it's practical and useful language. One of my favorite things about ASL is that we're able to communicate while eating. Have you ever had to wait until somebody chews their food to get an answer from them? Or even worse, hearing them chew with their mouth open to answer your question? Well, with ASL, that is not necessary. Another good thing that we experience, me and my husband, as we both know how to sign, in big events, we might be across the room, but we're still able to communicate because as long as I can see him, I don't have to be within earshot. And last, it's easier, it's a good language to talk in the middle of class, in the middle of church, or even just to tell your friend a secret, even though I do not recommend that, as you never know who might know ASL around you. So in conclusion, you should learn ASL because it's a beautiful language that expresses itself beyond words. It is also opens your future for many career opportunities. And lastly, it is a useful and practical language that you can use every day. So stop thinking about what language to learn next. Take matters into your own hands and learn a sign a day. Thank you.